what are some of the key takeaways? I know your LinkedIn channel is fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are one of those detail person. You don't miss anything, and it's all over your channel. But just give us some of your key takeaways if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I have a couple, and when I attend these sessions, I'm a big taking notes guy, but not just taking notes, you got to reread your notes, and that's a way to unlock insights and kind of try and travel over time. I know you're a big notes person as well. So personalization, that's a huge, Natalie, the CEO, her keynote yesterday morning, basically it's mandatory now. Everybody's grown up in a personalized world on their phones, and that's just what you have to deliver. And it's hard to do it in a scalable way. So personalization, scalability, the balance of the two, that's a major theme. And I can go deep into some of the stats, check out my LinkedIn post to kind of validate different studies that talk about that. Another one is AI. Shocker, right? AI is everywhere. There was a really good panel with some of the heavy hitters at Orion. Dr. Daniel Crosby, you had Reed Colley, you had Brian McLaughlin, and Eric Clark, right? And they were just talking and vibing about what AI means. And ultimately, AI plus human is always going to be just AI alone. And you could either have the technology work for you or work against you. So that's what they were really talking about, where AI can help you do all the kind of back office stuff, help you scale. And if you work with it and you kind of go more on the offense and you get comfortable and you train it up, then you can turn it into an advantage for yourself. And ultimately, your differentiator is you. So if you can use the technology and the AI to scale you, the human, that's how you can punch above your weight, and it levels the playing field where some of these smaller advisors, you look at the stats, Kirk, and there's 15,000 plus independent advisors that are just mom and pop, this long tail of little tiny ones. And if they could leverage some of this technology or AI to scale themselves as humans and punch above their weight, that's going to be really good for the industry.
It is. I find that there's a lot of the small players that forget that they are more nimble and they can do things and change things quicker than some of the bigger companies. Yep. Yeah, they don't have the resources, but if they take the time to explore it and work with companies like Orion, they can find pathways to be just as powerful, right? And I think Orion's about that. They're not just supporting the big people, they're supporting everybody, right?
Yep.
So the next question is, what gets you up, gets you excited about your job and what Nebo Wealth is doing every day?
I think it's helping improve investor outcomes that, I tell my 5-year-old daughter when I come home downtown Boston, Daddy works with money doctors. That's what I call financial advisors. They're doctors of people's money. They come in, they have money boo-boos, and how can you help them deliver better advice and have better potential outcomes? And we truly believe that we have a lot of gory math, white papers. Have you ever seen Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, how he writes on the whiteboard all that calculus? I won't bore you to that. It's very technical. Yes. Ultimately, though, that's what we're on a mission to do, deliver more goals-based investing to advisors so they can deliver better investment outcomes and just increase the value of their advice. Yeah. And if we can do that and impact a couple people's lives, that's going to make me feel real good. And that's why I wake up every day.
Yeah. Best movie ever? Good Will Hunting? Top 10?
It's really good. I mean, I'm kind of biased because I live in Boston and I've taken my kiddos, or I've sat on the chair that Robin Williams and Matt Damon in Boston Public Garden, which froze, by the way, in the wintertime. So everyone's playing hockey and, skating around. But definitely, probably the best part about that movie, it might be over time, but when Ben Affleck was telling Matt Damon, the best part about my day is when I come up to your house and I knock on the door and it's that couple seconds where I just hope that you just left. Because you can go out and just do something.
Yeah.
And whatever that quote was is just so powerful, And actually, if we go full circle, what's inside Matt Damon's mind, everybody now has it through AI on their phone. And you're kind of a fool if you don't tap into that or try to get comfortable with how you can scale yourself as a human.
I knew you were going to bring it back. Great
close. You always got to bring it back, right?
Great close, yeah. So how do people learn about Nebo Wealth? I guess go to your website?
Yeah, go to our website, nebowealth.com. Follow us on LinkedIn. And just follow me on LinkedIn. It's not, a lot of times just go to conferences, like to share insights, cool things that I've read, things like that. So
yeah, I know some of the people that you follow, and you're all about value and sharing everything that you know, which is a big part of what Proudmouth does. So people follow you on LinkedIn, they're going to learn some stuff.